How are we this evening? I'm going solo tonight. Brad's off doing Brad things, but I have Sophie with me. At least you can see Sophie's butt. There's Sophie. Sophie, say hi to the people. Cool. Cool, cool. So, as with the first couple of streams I did this year without Brad, there'll be a little bit more low key tonight, which is good because I am nowhere near where I need to be on this piece that I want to draw. I'm not even sure if I have what I have laid out is what I want to draw, but we're going to attempt it and see what happens. Um, it, this piece could be a print that could be a collaborative print that I'll have at Heroes Con with a fellow local artist. Um, but we haven't like talked it through, so I won't say too much about it, but hopefully this is what this will become, but we'll see. So um, then for anybody that's maybe watching this later, kind of saw my teaser and my stories um, that showed B Movie Saga with Brad's name, my name, and Corey's name. I'm working on that. That isn't anything new. It's an old story that I drew. I don't even know how many years ago now. 5 years ago. So it's nothing new, but we never released it. It was for an anthology that our local comic shop was going to put on, and it never happened. Uh, some of the art could be better. Me and Corey were looking at it. We're both like, man, we could both do better, but it's still cool. The story's still cool. So I'm hoping to have it as like an ash can, like a homemade zine style ash can for Heroes Con. So, and I may just give it out, or I may sell it for like $1 or something cheap, just to get a story out there. So that's what that little teaser was. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Sophie took Brad's spot. Um, I could attempt to put the stormtrooper helmet on her, but I don't think she'd go for that. Right, Soph? No, I don't think she'd go for that. So I'm gonna jump into this. Again, I don't have what all I have is a little thumbnail here, and you're gonna kind of see my process that I've been using recently. Um, where I draw a thumbnail, I scan it in, I print it out big, and then I got a really cool like light box for Christmas that I'll use to light box the main piece onto a bigger sheet of paper. So you're gonna kind of see that process. So yeah, you all right, Sophie? Do you need to go outside? No, I think she'll be okay. I think it's because I was mentioning her name. So you're gonna get to see some of the process. Um, Whether the process works while I'm here streaming, that's kind of gonna be up in the air. But I thought it might be kind of cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this. Um, I got nothing to really talk about tonight. I know the theme of it is Vampirella, but you know I don't really have much to talk about as far as Vampirella. I like drawing sexy women, and Vampirella is a sexy vampire woman, so this should be hopefully fun. But we'll see. I'm trying to do a different pose than I've normally done before. So, hey, Aaron, 1 week, buddy, 1 week. Aaron will be stateside. Also, in 1 week is Free Comic Book Day, so happy early Free Comic Book Day. I thought about trying to do a stream on Free Comic Book Day, but we go out all day and then we go to our friend Mark's house and do homemade pizzas. And, maybe they want to stream at his house. I'll lug my whole computer over there and we'll go stream at his house. So we'll see. Nothing in the works yet, but possibly. So let me jump into this again. I gotta get my light box and stuff out here. Wrong screen. Here we go. So I'll show my thumbnail. So I threw a couple of thumbnails. Got this one here, but I really kind of like this one. She's kind of like lazily sitting I have kind of a throne behind her, um, but I kind of like that. Here's the blown up version that I printed off. I'm actually going to flip it so that she's facing right, um, and we're gonna throw this on a light box and just see what happens. See what happens. So let's see. 1 week today time. Hey, Mr. J Hawk fan, how are you? Yeah, what a pose! Like I've been looking at a lot of Frank Frazetta art recently, and for those of you that aren't familiar with Frank Frazetta's art, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, Frank Frazetta has some very, very awesome like poses as far as his women go. So this is kind of Vampirella's been drawn so many freaking times, like in some similar pose, that I wanted to do something different. And I always kind of saw her as, obviously she's a sexy woman, but I've always kind of seen her as kind of just like this badass, you know, take no prisoners type of character. And I thought this would be cool, her just kind of like lounging. And my idea is it will not be done tonight. To do like a throne, like a gothic looking throne that she's kind of sitting on with like skulls and shit all over it. Um, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Frazetta's work is everything. So this is cool. This is you can kind of see it. Let me pull it out just a little bit here. So this is my light box. So it's got um, that's cool. It's got this cool light, and I can make it brighter or I can make it dimmer just by holding the little button here. But it's flat. I got this for Christmas. I don't remember who gave it to me. Actually, I think from Mrs. Scoot's family, one of them gave it to me. So I was pretty pumped about it because I always wanted to build a light box and just never got around to it. And this one being super flat, it's easy to transport with me. Um, you can see, I can see right through it. Um, so seeing right through it, I'm able to go in, and it'll still be, really loose what I'm going to lay down, but my form has already been worked out pretty much in my little thumbnail. So why work harder when I've already got it laid out? Now, um, a lot of times when you're drawing your thumbnail, um, you'll have to go in and tweak things as you're drawing when you're making it bigger. But I used to hate thumbnailing. I used to really hate thumbnailing, and I think recently I have really started to enjoy it because I can throw a bunch of different ideas down really quickly. And again, going solo tonight, so if I just go quiet, you guys just, talk amongst yourselves. Hello, mother. That pose is probably definitely not mama proof, but there's no nudity at least. I mean, Vampirella's covered up by one big piece of fabric, but that's it. I love lounging. Yeah, I like lounging pictures too. Um, I could easily just draw a pin up. Did I lose you guys? Oh, here we go. Okay, I don't know what just happened. We back? We good? Y'all let me know if we're good. Froze for a second. Okay, yeah, it totally went black on my screen for a second. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, that was really strange. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just keep rolling. Okay. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, so many people have drawn Vampirella, and the the standard, you know, the standard pose you see, the standard sexy woman pose. Um, so I want to just do something a little bit different. Is it going to turn out how I want? I have no idea. I originally was going to do um, a pose that Frank Frazetta did and just kind of homage it because I really liked it. And if this doesn't work, then that might be what we end up going with, but we'll see. But this one could be fun to kind of work out. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I hope y'all don't mind process stuff because that's what you're getting right now. Like I say, I don't know if I want this leg to extend out or if I want this leg to kind of come in. I have no idea yet. Or maybe I just bring it down. See, once I get the basic outline of it and everything, then I'll be able to turn off the light box and then just keep refining it. So because I'm doing all this is the stuff I usually do before the streams. And I usually like to do it a day or so before just so I can just go straight to inking on the streams. But I had to work today. No, I do plan on doing a Deer and Gray live stream. I do plan on doing that. I know that um, I will definitely in May. I will definitely be doing a halfway to Halloween stream because Halloween's the best. So I'll definitely be doing a halfway to Halloween stream. And I already know what I'm going to draw for it. Actually, I've already got it laid out. It's sitting down here looking at me in the face. So that will be fun. And I don't know what else I'm going to do for May yet. I haven't thought that far out. I'm really in Heroes Con mode right now. I got a lot of commissions I need to work on. Also, don't know what I wanted to do with this hand. Um, I thought I was gonna have her kind of just like again. I wanted to kind of have this kind of lazy look to her almost, and have her kind of biting her thumbnail. Not sure yet. Could have her arm extended up a little bit more and have her holding a goblet or something, a goblet of blood. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen some things being in surgery for sure. Probably some things that can't be unseen. But I when we did that little school convention thing, which was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But I took a lot of my pieces and hid them in the back of the book because they were a little risque. But I feel like, and maybe it's just America, but I feel like as a people, we shy away from the naked body so quickly. But we're okay to show people get murdered on TV. So I don't know. That's really strange to me. Something that's natural, like the naked human form. The way that we're all brought into this world is taboo to show, but we can show somebody getting their head blown off, and it's all good. The nude form doesn't mean sex. Like it's just it's how we are naturally. So I think we need to get rid of that stigma that the human form is icky. Yeah, can't be showing a wang or titties. So like if I wanted to draw and do a live stream and show and use art and show how like I break down my process. A lot of times the process starts as a nude form. If I draw a nipple on that nude form, YouTube's gonna flip their shit at me. So yeah, I think we need to break that. Nothing wrong with the human form. And this is the first part of the stream where I bring up reference. Because no matter how many times I draw Vampirella, I never know how to draw her damn collar. Does it go behind her hair? Or does it go in front of her hair? I guess it goes behind her hair. Okay. That actually looks right. All right. Who all we got in the chat tonight? We got I see family talking. Is there anybody that's non-family in the chat? Oh, besides Aaron. Yeah, I saw Aaron. Aaron's going to be on a stream when he's over here, guys. We're not sure what we're doing yet. Uh, he will be on a stream. I was thinking maybe we do something that's you know UK related, but then I was like, that's kind of a given. Aaron, if you could choose, what character would you want to stream? It doesn't have to be a British guy. Stink. Oh yeah, yeah. Stink. Don't put anything in the chat. I know you said you were driving. Making sure there's nothing else I need from my under before I pull it off of here. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a character that we have knowledge on. It could be any character. I mean, to be honest, um, a lot of the streams, I don't have a lot of knowledge of the characters. That's why Brad carries the stream. So it could be any character that you like. I can tell you some of the characters that I have commissions of, and maybe we can go from there. Okay, let's turn that guy off. Thank you, Lightboard. Another thing I've been using this Lightboard for. Actually, that Lightboard's getting some mileage. Um, I have been teaching myself how to letter so that I can letter the B movie saga Ashcan. So I'm laying down my original pages on top of the. I'm laying down my original pages, and on top I'm putting the a blank sheet of paper, 11 by 17, um, and then I can draw the bubbles. I'm hand drawing the bubbles, which is absurd. Um, but the light box has helped me to where I can place the bubbles. So when I go scan it in, all the bubbles are lined up. So then I just trace over the bubbles digitally and create an overlay to put on top of the actual inked artwork. So it's been a process. Inking is hard. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of refine some shapes. We're going to try to refine some shapes. Has Vampirella ever had curly hair? I love drawing curly hair. But I always kind of see her in my head as having like Cleopatra stick straight hair. I want to do this. I'm just laying down some lines. Too thick. Oh, do we do Transformers? Holy crap. Trying to kill me. Although I would love to do a early sweet hot rod. Man, I would definitely have to have that drawn beforehand. I would be nowhere near done if I had to lay that thing out here. You know, Vampirella always wears boots. With her just lounging, I wonder if it'd be cool to just have her barefoot. Like she's just finished doing Vampirella things and she's just like, screw it, I'm lounging. I mean, that means I have to draw toes, but yeah, girl. Yeah, that'd be cool. Put her boots on the side. 'Cause I mean, she doesn't necessarily have to be sitting in a throne. She could be kind of. I can already say that this will not be finished today. I'm gonna be lucky if I even get to inks. Um, but art is not a quick process. It is not a quick process. Gotta leave her gloves on though, because her gloves are awesome. Lips maybe a little too. I really wish that I had the time to get this all laid out and done right for the stream. I haven't done Vampirella toes, Vampirella toes, Vampirella toes. Um, I haven't done anything Ninja Turtles, and this is might sound blasphemous, but I never was a huge fan of Ninja Turtles. Not that I dislike them, I just didn't grow up. You know, I didn't grow up a big fan. And there's nothing else really more to say than that. Guess you wouldn't really see that part of the cup if I'm going at this angle. Sorry. I like I said, I don't dislike the Ninja Turtles. Um, I never. I loved playing the video game when I was little. Um, I'd probably say I'm more of a fan now than definitely than I was growing up. And I've drawn my fair share of Ninja Turtles, that's for sure. Drawing toes is never an easy thing either. Many of you out there have drawn toes before. I have, and I drew them backwards. How do you deal with rain when it's so damn warm? We burn 100%. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to pack a hoodie. The main reason you would need to pack a hoodie is because it's so hot outside. We turn the air conditioner down super low in the houses. My middle bathroom has been known to freeze people out. What if I should extend this leg out? I should have just done a normal Vampirella sketch. It would have been much easier. But this is the kind of stuff that I love. That makes me love art. It's it's like a puzzle, you know. You'll be drawing, and you'll look up reference of a knee. Then you'll be drawing, and you'll look up reference of a toe, And so this right here, for anybody that's ever wondering, this is why commissions cost a lot of money, because it's not like we just go, at least not me, go from concept to final piece like that. You know, it takes a lot of time and effort. Right here, I'm just kind of just drawing fingers just to see if anything pops out at me. It's definitely double the work. Aaron, when you're here sleeping in our guest room, I'm going to freeze you out in the guest room. There's box fans in every room too. Like I have a box fan blowing on me right now. It's because I'm always hot. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know a ton about Vampirella. Um, so I wouldn't be the one that actually that would be good to tell you about her. I know she has vampire-like powers. That's another thing about being an artist. Um, I love comics, but I spend most of my time drawing comics, so I don't get a lot of time to read comics. And for me, like, don't get me wrong, I love comics. I love reading them, but it's always been like a process thing for me. I love the process of making comics. Like this right here, um, I probably would have been more stressed about doing something like this in front of people, a few years back. Um, but you kind of accept that this is part of the process. Like, will this be fun for some people to go back and watch? Maybe not, because it may not end up being a fully realized piece. Um, but that's okay. I love this stuff. This is what brings me peace. Yeah, we talked about Frazetta at the top of this. I mean, he's responsible for Vampirella's look. Which, funny enough, if you see the original art for that first cover of Vampirella, she's just completely naked now. After they printed that book, um, they he went back. Frazetta was always known for redoing his pieces, even though they were masterpieces. He would go back in, and apparently his he would always just say, "Well, it's my art. I can do what I want with it," which is true. But he went and he took the costume off because he thought the costume was just kind of, this comic booky. Um, and he just completely just painted her naked. So the original, as it sits now, which it'll sit forever since Frank Rosetta's no longer living, she's just completely naked. But again, Frank Rosetta painted women and men for that matter. I mean, most of the men he painted were half naked. Um, he painted them so tastefully. He didn't just draw, skinny model looking women. He drew voluptuous women, real women is probably what we should say. He drew real women. He's a vampire from Draculon with alternate ego, Ella Normandy. There you go. Congratulations, Aaron. You're a professor now. I don't know anything about comics. I just watch because my brother is the best artist on the planet. Far from it, but I appreciate the support. Very far from it. We are a creative family, so he did the first cover reprint. I thought he did the actual first cover. I know he didn't create her, but that's cool. Yeah, he didn't do any interior. He just did that cover, the very famous cover. I don't know what this hand is, but I really like it. It's probably not going to stay because it doesn't make sense for anything. But French artist called Asian. Okay, well that's cool. Aaron over here dropping some knowledge on us. I dig it. All right, so did we decide, Aaron? We are we doing it? We doing a Transformers stream? If we do, I'm definitely drawing Hot Rod. Actually, I say I'm definitely drawing Hot Rod. I mean, I don't know who I might draw yet. I gotta do like this leg. That's right. Sweet. Most of our streams end up talking about Star Wars or Transformers. So we could talk for hours and hours and hours, especially about the Transformers movie, which hits its 40th anniversary this year as well. So that would make sense. When, hold on, knowledge check. When did that movie release? Because this has been the year of anniversaries. August 8th, 1986. So, um, I would love to do a Star Wars stream on May 4th. It, when is May 4th this year? I know I'll probably, that's on Monday, I think. I might be able to do that. I'd like to do a Star Wars stream as a, I usually save the bigger ones for the YouTube streams. Um, so the only Star Wars focused one that I have done so far is Darth Maulin. I'd like to do another Star Wars stream, so it probably won't be on May the 4th. But if I do one on May 4th, it'll just be like an Instagram live. I don't know what I draw, but okay, so we'll decide. It's either going to be a Star Wars stream or a Transformers stream. One of those two. Sophie, you hanging in there, girl? Sophie has had some old age injuries to her legs, so she's been to the vet a few times over the last couple of weeks. Still don't know what's really going on with her, but the vet did say if she's wanting to walk, let her walk. Because they were originally told me to keep her on light walks, and she hated that. Absolutely hated it. Oh yeah, I got pictures still. We shared them on the Deck the Mall stream. I still don't know. This finger, this hand is definitely going to have blood dripping from it. What does her little crotch phoenix look like? How long are our morning walks? Before before Sophie kind of started not wanting to jump on the couches and stuff, um, we would go out for at least an hour. So recently, our walks have been um, more like 45 minutes to an hour. She will walk forever though. When it comes time to start, when we start getting closer to the house, like she knows where the house is, she starts slowing down. Not because she's hurting, but because she doesn't want to go inside. She hates it. So we usually get up. Um, Usually I'll get up on my off days around 7. Sometimes earlier if Sophie decides she wants to go out earlier. I gotta send out a text to everybody tonight and tell them that we're having a cookout for a fine young chap. Save the date. No, I love. I'm definitely an early bird. Now you don't have to. If you're staying here, you don't have to go with us. You can definitely sleep in. It's your vacation, man. But Sophie will not let me not take her on a walk. So when I have to be at work at 7 now, um, I take her on a quick walk before I leave, and that's usually at 6:15, and we can only go out for a few minutes. But if I say the W word, you'd see her flip out behind me here. It's her little crotch phoenix. Okay. Absolutely. Hate those birds. I do kind of like the idea of a throne, but it could be like a big ass throne since she's all kind of lounging out here. Still deciding exactly what I want to do with this leg here. Got some little toes laid in here though. Should I zoom in on the toes, see if we get some more viewers? Did I freeze again? I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to the stream health. I'm really trying to get zoned in on this. This could be a cool. Oh, yeah. Look up some reference of like a trying to blend it in the background, uh, like a gothic throne. I have in my head like the picture of like the throne that Ozzy Osbourne was on in his last concert. God, there's some rad thrones. Maybe I don't really need to see a throne right now. I just need a layout. the basics of it. It could literally be whatever I want it to be. But I also don't want to like block any of her legs. So this is one of those things as artists that we just sometimes don't think things through. I knew a pose that I wanted to do for her. Wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to actually do. Maybe just draw some pillows down here for now. If I did a throne, it would. Oh, that would be impossible. It's going to take so much brain power to just draw a transformer. There's no way I could do a mashup of something unless I just, how they Star Wars and Transformers did a mashup in toys a long time ago, a few years back. I have a few of those. Yeah, I have the Darth Vader that turns into Darth Vader's TIE fighter. It's pretty cool. There it goes again. There we go. Okay, I guess we're back. General Grievous as a Transformer. No, thank you. I did I did a General Grievous commission, and luckily enough, it was just a headshot. So does it really for 200 bucks? That's insane. I'm getting a lot of notifications here on YouTube. It's giving me a lot of suggestions of things that I don't know how to do. Sorry, YouTube. I don't know what any of that means. Han and Chewie combined made the Falcon. I don't remember that. Hey, maybe while you're here, Am, we'll go through a bunch of my Star Wars collection. I've got a lot of it. Let's just leave that how that is. Oh, Maria, oh, that'd be too little. That'd be too short. Really want this foot being more like tippy toed. This is what you do when you're an artist. When you can't figure a part out, you go and draw somewhere else. I mean, for the most part, minus this leg, her form is kind of where I want it. I could just figure out what I want to do with this damn chair. Cool. Yeah. Try the old flip trick. Oh, forgot I still had this on the back. Do the old flip trick to make sure everything's lining up right. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, sorry this isn't a more interesting stream. I had planned on doing this part yesterday and didn't work out that way. Okay, so okay. All right, I'm kind of hitting a dead end here. So I may end up just calling it here for now. I know that's kind of yeah. She's back here panting. I think she probably wants to go out, but I think I'm gonna call it here for now. Because I'm hitting the point to where, and if any of you are artists, you probably understand this, but I'm hitting the point where you kind of need to get up and walk away, and then kind of come back and look at it with fresh eyes. I do that all the time, especially when I'm drawing like covers and stuff. I'll get to a point to where I find myself just going over the same lines again, and then I start to add detail. And I'm not in the part right now where I need to add any detail. I'm at the point where I need to continue laying out. So I need to look at it on with fresh eyes. I need to think about how I really want this leg to be, how I want if I want her to be on a throne or if I just want to kind of have her, posted up on some stuff. Um, and really kind of figure out what I want this background to look like. But I need to get up, walk away, and probably look at it tomorrow, honestly. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty freaking tired from work today. And then we're waking up early tomorrow to go have breakfast with Brad so we can talk about a shirt design. So yeah, I mean that's true. All forms of art definitely you have to get up and walk away and then come back. Anytime too, like when I finish a piece, I I have to I'll finish it and then the next day I'll come and kind of scrutinize it. And it's good to look at it differently, you know. I think I might have her. And this is another like right now I'm kind of looking at different ideas. I think it might be cool to have her hair kind of messy, like she just finished beating the shit out of somebody. Um, and that actually give me some kind of more movement that I want. I wanted more movement, and hair is a good place to have movement. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for now. And I hate that we're nowhere near completed with this piece, but you know, it's just the name of the game when you're drawing and have a full time job. So there's Sophie. She's done. You see her cheeks here. as she's breathing. Sophie's done. She's ready to probably go outside or sit in the bed with me and Ashley. She likes sitting in the bed with us. Um, so yeah, I'll get this piece finished. Like I said, hopefully the idea is this piece will be a companion piece to either two prints coming together or the other artist that's drawing the other character. They'll go together on one print. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But first, I got to finish my have a complete thought here because I don't have a complete thought yet. I thought I did, but I don't. Um, but it'll be cool. It'll be something new to have at Heroes Con as well. So we're on the road to Heroes Con. So I'm gonna give you guys back 40 more minutes of your evening. I usually will go for 2 hours, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna go in here and maybe eat a little something and then chill in the bed with Mrs. Scoot and Dog Scoot. So, Aaron, we'll see you very soon, buddy. Um, again, Aaron will be here. He'll be on the couch when we're doing the live stream while he's here. So it'll be Star Wars, it'll be Transformers. We'll see which one it's going to be. I don't know yet, but it'll be fun, and he'll bring a little bit of that sexy British accent. It'll come forth, and we'll probably have the most viewers we've ever had. So do all the YouTube stuff. Go like the video if you haven't. Um, I don't know what it really does. If it helps people find the videos, I don't know. We'll see. But go like the video, and you know, we'll see you guys next time. Next time will probably be when we have Aaron here. So that's all I got. Y'all have a good night.